What up everyone, the Droid 52 here, the power of Kazakhstan. And today I bring you some Russian Power episode 6. And today we're gonna be playing on Battlefield Bad Company 2 and using a pretty good gun, AN-94 Abakan. And this gun was created in 1997 to replace AK-47 from Russian army and other armies in the world and Commonwealth of Independent Nations, which literally stands for CIS, which also kind of like the alliance of past Soviet Union countries. But it failed because AK-47 and 74U, or just short for 74, was much beaster than this gun. So it was bought in small numbers and manufactured in small numbers, which kind of sucks for this gun, but still it's a great gun. So now let's talk about some characteristics. So this constructor was Nikonov Gennady Nikolaevich. It was developed in 1994. The manufacturer of this gun is Ижевский машиностроительный завод, which literally translates Ижевский car making plant. Its weight is 3.85 kilograms or 8.49 pounds. Its length is 943 millimeters, which is kind of short. It is about less than a meter long, and 37.1 inch with stock extended. So when the stock is already unfolded, but with folded stock, it is 728 millimeters, which is a lot less than a meter. It's about probably a little bit twice more than a half or something like that. Well, or 28.7 inch stock folded. Its barrel length is 405 millimeter, which is quite good for a gun. The bigger barrel, the better firepower. Its cartridge is 5.45 by 39 millimeter, which is, I think it's a standard NATO round, which is used by this AN-94 Abakan. Its action is gas operated. Rate of fire is quite good, 1800 with 2 round burst. You can also switch which way you want to fire, 2 round burst, full auto, or 1 bullet, or semi-auto. I think that's the better one. So 1800 rounds per minute is 2 round burst, or 600 rounds per minute on full auto. Muzzle velocity is 900 meters per second, or 2953 feet per second. Effective range is quite low, 400 meters. Quite kinda, shall I say, a submachine gun range, but still, it's pretty good gun. Assault rifles usually have quite range from about 400 maybe to 700. Feed system is 30 to 45 round AK-74, keep saying 74U, compatible box magazine, or 30 round casket magazine. Sights is iron sights, but you can switch, like you can put reflex sight or red dot sight, whatever the frick you want it. And the iron sights are 700 millimeters sight radius, so they're like a circle. As you can see in the video, they're quite like a circle. As I said before in the beginning of the video, this gun tries to take over the AK power, but it kind of failed, even though it has the same AK design and stuff like that, as you can see from the model that Battlefield Bad Company 2 did. It is pretty much the same gun as 74U, but the only thing they kind of added is the 2 round burst option is better. It has more fire rate compared to the AK versions. And yeah, the Abakan is also unique in some ways. It's more modernized comparing to 74 or 47 because they were made back in like Soviet Union, but this one was made in Russia. So this gun is being used only in Russia for now, used in limited numbers in the Russian army, Federal Punishment Service, and Ministry of Internal Affairs, and some police, like equivalent of SWAT and FBI probably. But this gun is actually accurate comparing to 74U or 74M or just AK-74 in general, because it was actually tried to fight the 74 because it uses the same cartridge and it kind of has the same design, but since it's modernized, it has It is more accurate. It has a lot higher rate of fire, and it is a lot better in some ways, and kind of worse in different ways. But it cannot replace AK-47 because AK-47s or just AKs in general were just too much in the army and too much in the world too. So it'll be really hard to gun to replace such a big beast like that. But of course, if the gun is very popular, or the beast, shall I say in some words, it will be tried to take it down. Like, for example, M16 or M4 tries to take down by miniguns. AK-47 too. They try to modify it. They try to make it modernized, but still, M16 and M4 stands, and AK too. And that's, I think, AN-98 Abakan is one of those guns that try to take down the AK-47. But still, I don't blame it. It's AN is pretty good gun. In 1978, the Ministry of Defense USSR made a like a competition on making the automatic rifle, or assault rifle in other words, that were much better in firepower than already on AK-74. But the main like principle that they had to do is increased firepower or effective shooting, uh, including the uncomfortable positions like on the go, from the hip, from the like while laying down or while sitting, something like that. And of course, one more position is while crouching. I actually forgot that one. When they said about this contest, they named it Abakan, and this gun actually won in 1986, and that's why it kind of carries name Abakan. And it was back 1981s, but till 1986 this gun was really made, and it actually gave it a name of Автомат с смещенным импульсом модернизированный, which literally means assault rifle with shifting blowback impulse, modernized. So in 1991 it got into the governmental tests, and it showed that comparing to 74 AK-74, it had significant increase in accuracy, especially from the uncomfortable positions, as I told earlier. And they wanted to into the production, but it was not produced in mass productions like AK-74 did. But still, it was produced in pretty good numbers. And when the development of the gun was finished, they decided to rename from ASM to AN-94 Abakan, and AN stands for Автомат Никола 94, which was created in 94. Well, it was actually the first full created model was in 94, and they also wanted to add name Abakan, which this gun has won the competition in, or the contest, if you want to say it that way. One thing, shall I say, from my perspective, is very unique in AN-94 Abakan is the impulse shot. Like it increases its fire rate from 600 in full automatic and 2 boost to 1800, and I think it's kind of pretty cool. And that's one thing that made it win, because not many guns had that option. Right now, in 2000s, it's quite unclear that if AN-94 Abakan would be in the army and would be mass produced, because once it is requires a great skill of marksman actually, and comparing to AK-74, you can just give it to any freaky farmer or any guy who never held a gun before, never used it. He can shoot it, he can clean it, because AK-47 is really easy to make. I mean, AK in general is really easy to make, it's really easy to clean, and it's really easy to shoot. Have about 1 minute left, and overall, this gun is pretty great. I think if I had this gun, I would love the 2 Bruce section, because it has like a really high rate of fire, that one. Like if you would have pretty fast, you can figure into like spam 2 Bruce all the time, but I don't know if you can do that. But this gun tries to take down 74, and somewhat it does a good job, but it still didn't get into mass production, which kind of sucks. And yeah, thank and should You use this gun in the game? Yeah, it's a beast gun to be honest with you. And I'm sorry for a lot of speed ups and stuff like that. The video was about 15 minutes long and I cannot do that with Russian power. But thanks for watching. The Droid 52 is turning off. Please don't forget to rate, comment and subscribe. Final score is 25 and 9 and nothing impressive, but it's pretty good for the battlefield stats. Thanks for watching. The Droid 52 is turning off. Don't forget the power of Kazakhstan.